Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we successfully won our war against the Ocaelian Sultanate over here, and took whichever county it was that we were after, this one I think. And we've almost won our war against Georgia to take this county back. We also successfully assassinated the King of Portugal, which ended our truce against them, but unfortunately lost us some of this land for, I'm assuming, inheritance reasons. I don't think this is going to be so bad, though, because once we take another duchy from them, and maybe this duchy from Leon, we should be able to usurp the kingdom title, which will make all of these dukes and counts go independent, and we'll be able to attack them separately. So we can make up some of the lost territory that way, without having to declare too many more wars or wait out too many truces. I just noticed that our Mystikos is idle right now, so we should send him to do something. I think we were going to send him to study technology over here. I guess we can't do that. We have only 2 counties available in which we can study technology. Well, let's steal some of that magical Aztec technology, why don't we? I guess we are pretty advanced on technology these days. Our friend Polycarpos has sent you a gift. It's a small puppy, but of the finest pedigree and destined to grow into a great hunting dog. Of course we'll accept this gracious gift. Pay someone quietly to dispose of it. I don't know why this option even exists. Who would choose that? I mean, murdering children, assassinating kings, that's fine, but disposing of a puppy? No one's even going to do that in Crusader Kings. We'll name it Hunter, I guess? Yeah, Hunter. Sounds good. So we're about to finish another siege over here. Which will probably not get us 100%. 95. So we can just wait for the ticking war score to bring us victory here. In fact, why don't we do that? If Georgia does send their armies over here, I guess we could fight them. Maybe they're doing that. Let's see where this is heading. So our Exarch of Ravenna is usurping things from Carinthia. Okay. I guess he got released from prison at some point. My son is a charitable little rascal. He just gave his newest toy to the smith's son. Yeah, he can be charitable, I suppose. Not picking up any amazing traits yet. Looks like they're headed away, so we can probably safely disband this. And we could declare on Portugal immediately, but I'd like to wait maybe a little while to see if we can get our plot against the Sultan to fire. We're up to 199. Can we bribe just one more person? Are any of these people close? Not that close. You're maybe close enough. Willing to risk 20 gold on it. 5, 6 red versus 6. Maybe you? 50 gold? No, apparently not. This is 3 versus 3. No, maybe not. Maybe the willingness to join plot indicator is actually 100% accurate these days, and just wasting my time trying to get some of these people in. My prisoner is complaining. Of course, we'll let her rot. And we have a new Despoina of Aragon. Okay. And also a new despot of Castile, I see. So the kingdoms got split up on succession. And our young king died of pneumonia. Okay, well that's fine, I don't mind them being split up. Two slightly weaker vassals is probably better than one stronger one there. That obviously counts one more towards our vassal limit. We're doing okay on that score though. Oh, we have a revolt down here. Unfortunately, it's only for a partial duchy, the rest of which is under control of the Nafissids themselves, which means that we're going to have to declare for this anyway. So it wouldn't save us a war to take that. So no reason to do anything there, unfortunately. Oh, and our new despot of Castile has immediately founded a faction against us. Okay. Well, why don't we move our Chancellor up there to make him like us a bit better? Oh, that's Novara, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not. That's Castile. Okay. How do you feel about me, incidentally? She's pretty happy. Good. I'm not worried about this faction as it is, but we may as well try to keep him happy to stop it getting any worse. Georgia has apparently just given up on this county, so we're going to get to 100% there very soon. And we're down to 187 here, so less likely to fire in the immediate future. Your dog is growing quickly and is no longer a little puppy. He runs fast and has a keen nose, and your dog handlers praise his good character. Good dog. Alright, so we should be ticking over to 100 here any second now. Apparently got some holding in there. Oh, we have a holding over here as well. I think I'm just going to create a new vassal in here. And he remained under me, so we'll need to transfer his vassalage to the rightful duke. So I guess I didn't gain whatever land it was over here. It was this county, wasn't it? Yes, okay. That does mean we should have tier 1 back, so we can check what's left in tier 4. Still a lot of stuff. I guess we did make quite a lot of progress with the 2 kingdoms we took, but we still have a long way to go. Okay, an errant subject has been converted. Somebody has founded a new faction, which we're probably not going to be too worried about. Alright, so if this is not going to fire immediately, then I guess we'll just go ahead and declare a war on Portugal. In the meantime, though, Aldona, our wife, is adamant. She tries to make me appoint one of her male friends, who might mean more to her than I earlier suspected, as steward. No matter how well our current steward does his job, I need to decide whether I should make our wife happy, or if the current steward will get to keep his job. Okay. So, this is our current steward, our kinsman, and she wants me to appoint my brother, who also would be a pretty good steward, it has to be said. He isn't landed, so it would be okay to fire him from the council. I think we'll just keep him as the steward, though. Our wife won't be too happy about it, but she'll get over it. Okay, so to Portugal. We cannot declare a war Oh, because we have raised levies, of course. These ones down here. So I think we'll take land that is going to get us closer to being able to usurp the kingdom. And each of these duchies is 3 counties, so it doesn't matter which. We'll take the southernmost one. And let's just check that we still have our truce with Leon. We do. Oh, that's you, okay. There's a large hostile army here. Zekri Uprising, I guess not against us, so we can just ignore them. Well, I don't think there's any other productive wars we can declare in this area of the world, so it'll just be Portugal. I mean, we could declare on the revolt and take this land just for fun, basically. Why don't we do it? Give our retinue a workout. Oh, we don't have a valid CB. I guess this isn't part of the Imperial Reconquest then. It must just be the northernmost coastal duchies. Alright, never mind then. Just Portugal it is. So hopefully we can deal with this with just our retinues from, or with our levies from Iberia. Seems likely. My vassal, the Prince of Morea, has requested that a lower rank vassal should serve him rather than me directly. Let's see here. So this is our double king of Morea and Italy, and he wants Duchessa of the Peloponnese and Strumon. So let's see. Up here, as well as of course down here. So I guess that's okay. And this isn't part of his de jure kingdom, I'm pretty sure. But I won't ever be forming the Kingdom of Thessalonica, probably. So I may as well let him have some land in it. This land is part of his de jure kingdom. And it gets rid of a vassal, so yeah, okay. I will allow it. Let's raise some boats here and bring our retinue around so that they can actually do something useful. I guess we could land them down here instead and have them fight some of these troops. You have annoyed this person. Okay. Not a big deal. We have leaders in charge, so they can probably take care of that. You are spreading gossip about this Duke's sexual preferences. Yeah, it's not something that we are concerned about. He's a big fan of me. Arranged marriage from the Nagus of where? Medri Bari, down here. Or I think this might be pronounced Negus, actually. At least I think that's how Kendrick Lamar pronounces it on his album To Pimp a Butterfly, so I'll go with him on that. He wants to marry his commander here to my sister. And that won't give us any alliances or anything, but I guess I'll allow it. I'm not keeping her around for anything else. She's a heretic as well. Our steward is doing a superb job. I'm having trouble with a town and a castle in Constantinople. Actually, Logothete of the Course, that's not a steward, that's Chancellor. I'm having trouble with a town and a castle in Constantinople, and I shall of course send my Logothete of the Course, Isaias, to try and increase the relation between us. But which one should I start with? I think we'll definitely take the feudal vassal opinion. Alright, our army here is not going to catch the Portuguese army, but perhaps in the next county. So let's see, 5,000 there, and it's in plains. This should be a fine battle. We are crossing a river, but I think we'll be okay. Let's lead one of the flanks ourselves, why not? I guess the reason why not is because there could be 10,000 troops in the next county and this could be a terrible battle, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're not even going to catch him anyway, so... let's see, he's heading to the south, so we could try and intercept him with this army maybe while we leave this one in the Portuguese capital. I think that might be the way to go. Alright, we did win this battle. May as well just stay there and siege. Alright, again plains, but we are presumably crossing a river. Can raise more troops from down here, so let's do that before we attack them. Aha, the Sultan is again going to have the support of his balcony railing sawn through, so hopefully it works better the second time. Failure again? Well, it was not a good idea to use the same method of assassination twice in a row when he discovered it the first time. It's just amateur hour. Okay, so this should be a pretty good battle, especially since there are no commanders in charge of the enemy army. Which I would call a tactical blunder. You've increased the opinion of our despot of Castile, that's good. Is he still in his faction? He is, but maybe he'll leave now. The enemy warrior thrusts at you, but you manage to dodge his attack. Now is the perfect time to strike. When the unfortunate man is vulnerable, haha, take that, you shout, before finishing him off. So we gain a tiny amount of prestige. We'll follow the army and wipe it out, hopefully. So we'll just head up here and siege another county in our target duchy. Your faithful hunting dog is always around and always happy to see you. It is good to have such a faithful friend, so taking the hunting focus did indeed get rid of our depressed trait, which is great. We could potentially switch to a different focus now. Already, maybe to business? Yeah, to business. Which may or may not have the potential to increase our education trait, but we'll see. Could set up a profitable trade route. Have a new despot of Bosnia, who's happy enough with me. Not too likely to live much longer anyway, though. I guess we'll invest in heavy infantry. We have a son who needs an education. We could do it ourselves, but this is our least talented son, so I think we'll just give him to a vassal for an opinion bonus. Our new despot of Bosnia, perhaps? We need to appoint a new marshal, who can be our Duke of Carinthia. And we'll get him started training troops. Alright, so various small groups of Portuguese troops wandering around. Okay, he's up to 100, that should definitely get him out of the faction. And he is indeed out of it. These aren't going to be too much of a concern unless they somehow have a lot more troops than I think they have. No, we're going to be fine, so just a few sieges and we should get there. We are out of time for this episode though, so we'll have to finish it in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.